So 30 years ago, they show up in town with basically three things to do: raise a family, start a church, and start a practice.
Will and Rhonda are like the most amazing people. They are pillars of the community. Everyone loves them, but you're not going to get them to talk about themselves.
In 1985, when we came, Will Rogers was the only cardiologist.
Not only was I responsible for cardiology, but for general medicine and to assist with emergency room call.
He was on call 24/7, literally, for years.
Even though there's 168 hours in a week, he was available 167 hours of that week. But on Sunday morning, between 11 a.m. and noon, he didn't answer that page because he was preaching for the King's Chapel Presbyterian Church that he helped plant in this community.
Due to their generosity, we have a church in Carrollton called King's Chapel Presbyterian Church. It was their idea and their vision. And because of that vision, the church exists today, and there are things that this church does because of them. We have the 12 for Life. We have Open Hands. We have pregnancy resource centers, vision pathways for young college graduates.
My father-in-law was very sick for a while, and if my father-in-law needed anything at night, on the weekend, and my wife had a call, and my wife would apologize profusely, and Will's answer was always, "Rebecca, this is my pleasure to take care of him. You never have to apologize for calling me. Please call me anytime, any day."
I think I was maybe the third female physician.
Rhonda, you know, she's been president of the Georgia Dermatological Society. She's a big part of that specialty, not only in this community, but in the whole state.
They did it in a style that's really odd and difficult to describe. One of the best ways I can think of describing it is with biblical characters. There's Joshua. Joshua's this guy that just, the Bible describes him as a guy who didn't look to the right or to the left. He just kept on plowing. He just took one step after another. And that Bible character reminds me a lot of Will and Rhonda's approach over the last 3 decades in this town. So Rhonda's approach to running is a good example of what I'm talking about. She goes out with Carol. She can't even run a mile. A mile turns into 2, then the 5K, the 10K, half marathon, and eventually she's running a marathon.
Rhonda, since she's been young, has always had a heart murmur.
She walks in, hands him a stethoscope, and says, "Hey, listen to my heart. It sounds a little funny."
And I was thinking, okay, you live with a cardiologist. Why are you asking me this? Even I could hear this very, very strong murmur. But Rhonda had run a half marathon the previous week, and she had her heart valve replaced maybe 7 to 10 days later. Nothing gets to her.
When she had her heart surgery, we gave them enough time that we thought that it would be okay to call them and say, "We want to bring dinner over tonight." Will says, "Yes, you can, with one condition. You have to sit down and eat the meal with us." How classy is that?
Will and Rhonda have just been consistently moving forward one step in front of the other for 3 decades, and they're a great example. Carrollton's a better place to live because they're in it.
Will and Rhonda have given their time, their money, and their love to this community, and they are one of the primary reasons that Carrollton today is a place where other people want to live.
I would like to say to the audience to support the neonatology unit, and now go out and have fun and bid a lot on those auction items.
Thank you for this great honor.
And now party on.